So guys, I want you to normalize this statement, and that is, be mindful of the guy in t-shirts. Be mindful of the guy in t-shirts. Interesting thing is that we all grew up with that notion that the sign of a successful businessman is that the person has to be dressed corporately, has to be dressed in shirts, tie, suits, but with time, with time, we started seeing a lot of successful entrepreneurs like Mark Zuckerberg, like Elon Musk, like Mark Cuban, and so many others, finding them dressed in t-shirts, and most of the time the same type of t-shirts, the same color of t-shirts. In fact, Mark Cuban was once asked by one of his friends. He was asked to explain why he dressed like a slob. And Mike Cuban looked at the guy straight in his eyes and told him point blank, I dress the way I dress because I can. That sent a lot of shivers, shock, down the spine of the guy that was asking that question. And of course, the guy thought about it, that yes, a time comes in a man's life when you look back and you look around you and see that you've been able to get this far in life by your strength, by your dedication, by your grit, and you've been able to break every ceiling known to man, every ceiling that has been put along the path of success for you. You've been able to break that ceiling, move to the next ceiling, you're breaking another ceiling, you're growing taller, you're growing bigger. So yes, he said to the guy, I dress the way I dress because I can. That sent a lot. That's a message that is a statement that's fully loaded with a lot of message. So basically it's saying that I control my environment. So if you walk into presently, because of this, what we've seen in the lives of Mark Zuckerberg, because of what we've seen in the lives of Elon Musk, because of what we've seen in Mark Cuban, there's a paradigm shift. So if you walk into a boardroom of maybe 10, 15, 20 people, and out of these 20 people, 19 are dressed in corporate suits and tie, and one person is in t-shirt. One person is wearing his t-shirt and probably a pair of jeans or a pair of chinos or whatever. Pay attention to the guy in t-shirts. That's where the power resides. That's where the money is. That's the guy that calls the shots. Because before the meeting, he must have thought about what to wear. But for him to walk into that meeting in a t-shirt and a pair of jeans or a pair of shorts, knowing that nobody's going to censor him, that's the show of influence. That is who to pay attention to. I'll give you an example. Some time ago, I attended a meeting with some of my staff. And of course, I'm just my t-shirt, chinos or t-shirt, jeans type of person. And all through the negotiation, all through the discussion, our hosts were paying attention to my staff because they came in suits, knotted ties, fine shoes, and I came in my jeans and my t-shirts. If I wanted to contribute, nobody would even pay attention to me. It was more of like, let's not be rude to this guy, let's allow him to finish talking. Once I just chipped in or said what I wanted to say, they will not even refer to that, or they will not even build a conversation from that. They will go on from where they stopped before I got interrupted. And finally, it was time to make a decision. My MD now looked at them and said, well, the decision, he said, no, he's actually, I don't know if he said, the only person that can make the call right now is our guy. They all looked at me. They all looked sideways at my side, and you could just see on their faces that they were sorry, they were shocked, and while they were looking at me, of course, they were sizing me up as well. But I was the one that made the call. I was the one that made the call. I was the one that made the final call. I was the one that made the decision. And of course, my decision was not in any way affected by the way they, in quote, treated me, because I'm already used to that. So if you walk into a room full of guys in corporate suits, corporate wears, and there's one guy or two guys that are in t-shirts, this t-shirt now is a symbol of power. It's a symbol of authority. It's a symbol of relevance. It's a symbol of dominance. Pay attention to that guy, because he's dressed the way he's dressed because he can. Nobody can censor him. He's the one that caused the shit.